Hi friends, it's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, big welcome back. I'm glad you guys are here for another episode. So first of all, I just want to thank everybody that has subscribed recently. I really appreciate you doing that. It's really helpful for me. Really helps other people find me. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm glad that you love the fiber arts as well. So if you do love the fiber arts, mainly knitting, hand-dyed yarn, I definitely am getting into spinning quite a bit. So if you like working with fiber in that way, definitely make sure you subscribe because that's what I primarily talk about. And we will dive right in. So without further ado, shop update. Please make sure that you are a newsletter subscriber. If you aren't yet, make sure you go over to multifariousnature.com and you can subscribe there. If you run into any issues subscribing, definitely feel free to hit the contact me and reach out to me because I'm happy to add your email to the list. That's the main way, actually, that you'll get any discount codes if there's any that are ever sent out. And then you'll also be the first notified when there are special new things going into the shop. So, for example, that Dorset horn, I keep teasing you guys about that, but I'm not teasing you. It is coming in the semi-near future. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed to that newsletter to be the first to find out about that new Dorset horn. And those bats will be coming very soon. I'm trying to get through the last couple and then we will be getting those in the shop. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so that you will be the first to find out. And hopefully I have my mic on. Okay, good. I do. And for those of you that have been with me for a bit know that I'm a little paranoid when it comes to my microphone. It's kind of an ongoing struggle. I am working with my new camera again today, so I really hope we'll be okay. I'm just going to have to monitor the amount of time that I'm doing this because I have a pretty limited amount of time that my camera will record, period. So hopefully we'll be good. Hopefully you will not lose me. I hope you have a nice beverage to sip on. I have some iced tea here that I whipped together. It is a really refreshing tea. There's like a tea trader's place nearby in Saugatuck, Michigan. And no, yeah, Saugatuck. I'm like, South Haven, Saugatuck. And it's called Peach Lavender Tea. If you ever can get your hands on peach lavender tea, it is so stinking good. I added some stevia to make it a little sweet and put it on ice. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. It's 88 degrees Fahrenheit today in Michigan. Kind of unseasonably warm for what day are we on? The 15th of May. So it is a bit warm for this time of year. So some iced cold beverage is needed. All right, so let's get into the works in progress. And funny enough, I only have one that I can show you because the other work in progress I've been working on is a secret test knit. But I hopefully will be very soon actually able to show you guys that. So I'm really excited because she said the end of May she will have sent out information about that. So I'm very excited about that. Secret designer as well, but as soon as I'm able to share that information, I will gladly do so. I might actually be done with that knit when I'm allowed to share it. So unfortunately no progress information, but I'll be able to show you the final. So I want to talk about, I've been working on my Fascination shawl. I've been working on my Fascination shawl a lot. So I think I got through day 1, 2, and 3. No. Day 1, 2, and I think I needed to tell you about 3. Oh, I thought I was being so organized. Aha, here we go. Okay. So I am now mid-row, as it always is. So this is my Fascination shawl. The designer is Ruby and Rose's yarn. It's Addison, and I cannot remember her last name, but she is the owner and dyer behind Ruby and Rose's yarn. And she designed this wonderful shawl, and I have to say I am quite enjoying it. I think the lace work was the cable work was correct. it's hard to tell because the patterning, there's like a little bit of a glitch in the pattern, as it were, a number count issue. But I did make a glitch of my own, and I'm not going to show you where it is, but just saying because everybody likes to be humbled like that. I did make a mistake in one of this area, but we will go into the next colors. So these are all colorways from the True North Advent from Melly Knits. She created these little mini bats that are like, I think they were 25-gram little mini bats, and then you can spin up a mini skein and then do whatever you want with it. So I am knitting the Fascination shawl with it. I have enough yardage. I am going to use a different color hand spun yarn for the finishing of this shawl because I don't think I have enough. So I will do that with that other colorway. But this one here is so pretty. I love all of these yarns. So the third, day 3, was a Quebec wool, which that's where my mom was born, in Quebec City. And it is a Quebec wool East Frisian lamb. And that's my first time working with East Frisian, and it's so pretty. It's super bouncy. Hope you guys can see that. Oh, I love it. And then the other one is this beautiful gray, and that is day 4, which is Hans. It's an Alberta wool, and it is Hans Rambouillet cross with Wensleydale. So it's a Rambouillet Wensleydale cross, which is fascinating. It's super, super soft. I've kind of heard Wensleydale can be on the coarser side, and I did not feel that at all with this. It's super, super soft, very bouncy, which is probably the Rambouillet. I'm thinking the Rambouillet is kind of owning that. Hopefully you guys can see that beautiful stitch definition and this gorgeous gray color. There's also alpaca with all of these. I should have said that. There is alpaca with every single wool blend. So sometimes the alpaca actually dictates the color. So many of these, like this, the alpaca was kind of a, what do they call that? Fawn, like a fawn color. And then this is a cream colored alpaca. And then we have, I think it's a black alpaca that was blended with this gray fiber. So super pretty. Really, Melly Knits does a beautiful job with her fiber. It doesn't have any lanolin in it. She removes all lanolin. That's her thing. I prefer to usually have a lanolin, but I still very much enjoyed her Advent. So if you're someone who normally likes spinning in the grease or spinning with lanolin, definitely give Melly's wool a try. I will also say, though, it's extremely hard to get your hands on her wool. So if you ever want to, you have to pretty much be like at the get ready to purchase. So follow her on Instagram. She announces when she's going to be putting shop updates out there, and that way you can be like one of the first in line to click, and hopefully you'll get it, because it can be very tricky to get your hands on it. But that's where I'm at so far. So hopefully you can see that. It's not a gradient per se, it's definitely separate, but I really like, because they're solids, you can really see the textured stitches and everything, and the little bubbles. And I'm really glad that I can use the links now in this, because I do it on my computer. I did have one of my more recent subscribers, which I so appreciate you mentioning this, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me. Is it because I work with documents all day, every day, and when I downloaded it on my phone, I think it's so true. I think my phone flattened it, so when it downloaded, it removed the links to the pattern. So if you're gonna do any patterns that have links, which most do these days, if you want to use the links, you probably don't want to download it on your phone. But if you have a better way to download where you don't flatten it, don't flatten it. All right. My video is going to be kind of short today. I'm trying not to be too short about it, but I'm a little paranoid after last week where my video kept dying on me. So we'll just go where we go here, and hopefully we won't have any issues. I'm trying to see, there's supposed to be like a temperature bar and everything that tells me if like things overheating or what have you, and I don't see that. So I really hope it's going to behave itself. I really do. Okay, we're going to talk about life update and things. And part of the life update is still reading Game of Thrones, The Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Definitely really enjoying this, you guys. It is so good. I kind of took a little bit of a hiatus because I've been knitting a lot, and now that it's getting warmer, I've been working my garden. So I'm going to talk about that here, but still really enjoying this. So if you're looking for a fun new series, not sponsored, bought this with my own money, but definitely recommend it. It's really fun and an adventure and kind of medieval. That's up your alley. Definitely give it a shot. Okay, so life update, gardening. I did an overhaul on the garden last weekend, and I'm very excited. That was part of what I did for my weekend. Mother's Day weekend can be quite difficult for me, as well as probably many other mothers out there, depending on life circumstances. And I want to acknowledge that. So for those of you that have lost your mother, if you were having a hard time because this is your first Mother's Day, or maybe it's not your first Mother's Day, maybe it's been a few, and you're having a hard time because your mom is not physically around you anymore, or you're away from her, or you know, those of us that have lost children, either prior to meeting them or after, and lost them tragically as well. I just wanted to acknowledge that, you know, the way we feel is valid. And I think it's important that we give ourselves time to just heal, and it'll be a constant for some people, you know, like it's never going to just go away. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. I've been in circumstances recently where unfortunately it's not acknowledged, and I feel like we need to focus on every aspect of motherhood, and there are many different facets. So I just really wanted to say that, and I hope you had a peaceful Mother's Day, and I hope that if you're in the thick of it, I hope that you're just giving yourself some time to just be patient with yourself and give yourself some grace, and it's definitely easier said than done. So just really wanted to say that. And yeah, so I spent Saturday gardening, which was a lot of fun. Hard work. I ripped out a bunch of weeds, and got super sweaty and disgusting. And I put some topsoil in the garden, which I think was definitely needed. I haven't done topsoil in a couple years. So put some topsoil down. I will probably amend the soil a little bit, especially where the tomatoes are going to go in, because I planted the tomatoes, but I think we're going to put down, it's like a, what's it called? Something sulfur. It should hopefully help prevent any of the rot that sometimes occurs. Now, I did rotate my veg this year, so again, I didn't put the tomatoes in the same spot twice, so hopefully that'll help as well. But last year's tomatoes were kind of sad, to be honest. They were a little pathetic. So I really hope that this year it'll be better, and I'm really narrowing down my veg. So I planted tomatoes, Romas, and I don't remember what it's called. Oh, hilarious. It's a heirloom variety, and I cannot think of what it's called. Ridiculous. Okay, well, I planted that. I don't know what they were. Carrots, which is something that I failed at last year, but I really did it haphazardly. So I planted quite a few more carrots this year. So hopefully they got their own bed. So hopefully that'll help. Beets, I planted a whole bed of beets because I do enjoy beets. I need to eat more beets. It's really good for blood pressure and things like cholesterol and things like that, I think. So I definitely want to eat more of those. So beets, peas. I did peas again this year. Cucumbers. I did like the like tried and true cucumbers. And basil. I planted some basil. So I have a lot of other herbs that are currently coming back. I have chives. I have thyme, parsley, and I planted basil, and then I do need to plant rosemary. And my rosemary died. I don't know what happened. It looked really good for 2 years. It looked amazing, and it was really prolific. And then this like winter, it looked good. And then spring hit and it just went boom and died. It was so weird. So not sure what happened there, but safe to say I completely ripped that out, and I'm going to be planting more rosemary. So we'll do rosemary. Eggplant is one I want to try again. Last year wasn't so good, but I'm actually doing the mounding and I'm trying to be better about that. And then sweet peppers I want to do. I haven't done that one yet. Oh, but I also planted squash. So I did 2 summer squash varieties. One is zucchini, and then the other one are like the little, what are they called? Patty pans, little patty pan squash. So hopefully that'll turn out really good. I hope so. I have no idea. It's always a learning curve, and trying to be on top of watering it. We've had like on and off rain. We're supposed to get torrential rain tonight, but I might actually lightly, I feel weird saying this, but the last 2 nights we did not get like the rain that it called for, and I kept kind of not watering because I thought, well, it's going to rain, don't water. And then it really barely rained at all. So today I'm probably going to give it just a little sprinkle down so it gets damp, because you're supposed to keep that soil damp while it's germinating. I start all of my seeds like from seed. Like I put them right in the ground. I don't do any starters in my house. So yeah. That could be sometimes why they don't do so well. But, you know, learning curve. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys are up to. If you're doing any gardening or any other fun things now that like maybe summer is approaching where you're at. It's definitely like summer is like almost here. It's crazy. Spring just kind of went poof, gone. So yeah, we're getting into the thick of it. I'm trying to stay on top of weeds. I mean, I know that's like the ongoing struggle of every gardening person in this world, but I bought a hoe, and so I literally like every day just pick a patch and go at it. And my hope is that because I'm trying to get the weeds while they're teeny tiny, hopefully that will keep it from becoming an absolute mess. But we'll see. I did hit a patch of garden that I ripped a bunch of weeds out that I've neglected for 2 years. So I really hope that that is the start of a good turnaround. Hopefully this video is a decent length. Hopefully it's not super long. I know it's not over 30 minutes because my camera hasn't shut off, but if it is over 30 minutes and it didn't shut off, that's miraculous, and that would be good to know. So I hope you guys are well. I hope you are making. I hope you are healthy, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Bye.